Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday, and by now you already know the drill. It is Relationships Wednesday right here on Cate and Life and Style with me, Nixie Ann.
And me, Susan Joroge. I hope you guys are energized and you're ready. It's midweek. You better be hype. It's early in the morning, but you better get ready because we have mad stories for you.
Susan, but before we move on,
Yeah.
you didn't get the memo, the weather memo?
What?
We're putting on quotes today.
You guys, you're feeling cold by yourselves. By the way, me today, I'm dressed by La Elegante, okay? And when you're dressed by La Elegante, you do not feel cold.
You only feel elegant.
Exactly.
Turns out.
In fact, I'll take you.
Yeah.
They have 2 branches at Yaya and at 2 Rivers. It's an amazing shop. I feel just wow.
Wow, guys. Anyway, I hope she's kind enough to share with me as well. But guys, today it's really mad on the show. We have On the Social coming up.
Yep.
And right after that, we have DMC.
Deep.
In case you've forgotten what that is.
You know?
Deep, meaningful conversations. And then later we're going to have Keeping It Real. And we have mad guests coming up. And
Yeah.
no filters on this show.
None
No
whatsoever.
filters.
Keeping it real is 100. So you should also keep it real with us and tweet us. Use our hashtag Cate Life and Style on Twitter. You can message our Facebook page, Cate Life and Style. You can message us individually on Twitter. I'm _.
And I'm _Nixie. And then later on, we're going to have Tonight on KTN with our lovely Violetta. But before that, let's get right into the social scene.
Hey.
Kenyans, what's happening?
Well, for starters, like it seems like there's so many strikes and everybody's giving up, but I'll start with the one that has really stressed me out because you know that thing where you used to say you Uber everywhere?
Oh, me and my squad, we Uber
Yeah,
everywhere.
you and Uber are good friends.
Yeah.
So there's been an Uber and Taxify strike, which rebranded, right? To Bolt.
Yeah, to Bolt.
Where the cab drivers have obviously been very frustrated with the low fares and they are demanding for, drum roll please, please. Drum roll please.
Dun, 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 dun. I got you.
They are demanding for double.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Double of the price.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But just so I can, play safe, I don't want to say it's unfair. At the same time, I don't want to say it's fair. Because there is this Uber driver who told me that it took him like 30 minutes to get to a certain place, and the fare amount came to 90 shillings. And I was like, for 30 minutes, you get 90 shillings because there was traffic.
How is that even possible?
Yeah, so I was like, oh, wow, if that's a true story, then that's really sad, you know. But at the same time, guys, I don't understand what this thing is, where we do things, we cure things, or we try to cure things with violence.
Okay, yes, there's that as well. So there was the burning
Of the car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I always find really severe. In fact, every single time there's been a cab strike for Uber and stuff,
That has to happen.
Yes, there's been a report of people being stoned or people being pulled out of cars. And I'm just like, I don't see it being about, like going about it the right way. You also have options, like if you know that you think Uber and Taxify are too low of a price, then why is it your career choice?
That's the thing. You know, you could switch. At the same time, people are crying out here that there are no jobs. So really, you need to stick around.
I understand.
Yeah, you need to be a bit logical. Yeah.
Have you ever gone on a trip and you pay so little you actually feel guilty?
No. No, that has never happened to me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But the thing is, touching someone's car is a no-no.
I agree.
You don't know if it was even insured against fire or something
it's
like
so
that.
wrong.
That's just not a way to solve anything. So now you burnt the car. Sasa now?
And then now, by the way, that's the other thing. It's not like now the prices will be changed.
Yeah.
So I think, like, you know, following proper protocol. Hey, today.
It's
struggling
okay.
with these
She didn't wear a sweater. That's why.
It's because I'm feeling
It's
cold.
problems, yeah.
But yeah, just following proper protocol. I think it's perfectly okay to strike and put your foot down and go to the streets. And if you don't think something is right, talk to the company and appeal for better rates. But then violence, no.
Also, that's just our 2 cents. You can either take it or leave it. But I'ma tell you today, you better take it because we know the real tea. On this Kenyan social scene again, we have Esther Arunga has come back. She's surfaced. And wow, there is nothing cute about her story because now she came up and she said that, guys, listen, I actually did lie to the cops about the murder of my son. Because initially she had said that the son actually fell down the stairs. Yeah. But turns out the husband, Timberlake, is the one, wait, are they still together? But the husband, Timberlake, is the one who punched the 5-year-old son in the stomach and threw him towards the wall. Into the wall.
A 5-year-old.
A 5-year-old. But then the thing is, yeah, Esther continues to say that the husband was actually not doing well, like he was a bit mentally like unstable.
Right.
And the thing is, well, now she knows this now, but she knew that before. So now she says she realized that it's actually getting worse.
So she's come back now to be like, actually, I knew this. I'd seen signs.
She's always known this. That's the problem. And the thing is, yeah, there is a time apparently Esther's friend came over to their house and saw that the son had a scar on his forehead, and it looked like a knife scar. So the friend asked, wow, what happened to your son? And you know what Esther said?
What?
Oh, he fell down the stairs. So it's like this stairs
down
thing,
of the stairs thing is a lot. I read that story and it was like whiplash. Like I thought I'm reading about some thriller movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or something like that, or some thriller book.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's real life.
No. Actually, let me tell you, yeah? So what happened is another friend asked the same question. And
Yeah.
Esther said, oh, so this is exactly what happened, because they were living in Australia at the time, yeah? So she said, where we guys used to live in Kenya, hashtag in a cave.
Wait,
people
what?
Used to, yeah, that's what she said. People in that community where they used to live used to say that she's into witchcraft, and her and her family. So what they did is they took the kid and punished the kid because they were believed to be in witchcraft.
I read
that. Was the second story. And I was like, wow. Oh, I feel like she's the definition of witchcraft, no?
I don't know.
This
I
is
read
like
it and
very
it's like when
weird,
they were in
bizarre
Kenya,
things
they lived in a
happening.
cave. Then I read that thing about the witchcraft. Then I read that he apparently now she's friends are talking about how he was very possessive over her. There's a friend who tried to talk to her and bring her into Christianity and to talk to her about the Bible, and he reacted really negatively towards it. He was just like, yo, that's my wife, like leave her
Why are you
alone. Yeah,
taking
you're
her
telling
away
her other
from
things.
me?
She's mine. That's not a direct quote, but around that.
Something around those lines.
Exactly, and I just think it's so crazy, but yeah.
That's super bizarre. If you ask me, you guys keep it to Jesus.
Yeah,
You
mind you,
never
by the
get
way,
this
this
weird
podcast is
culty
happening
thing.
in Australia.
Yes. So I don't know.
Some
She should just come back to Kenya
Yeah.
and stop saying that she's living in a cave. When people live in a cave here? Do you live in a cave? I mean, it's, you know, when people say my man cave. Yeah. Anyway, guys, on this strike thing, we have to mention that the governors were going on a strike.
Yes, but the story is still developing and all of that, so we'll keep it up and let you guys know how it's going as the week goes. Now,
So apparently your
Vanessa.
taxes are not enough. That's why people are striking.
I don't
just
know
had to
about that one.
bring
Like,
that
I'm
one
always
in.
just like, I need to consult somebody on like the proper math of how this works.
Yeah.
But I'll just focus on what I know,
Yeah.
which is the Udaku of Vanessa Mdi, and it's Juma Jax. So that's her ex. They broke up, everything, and then now Juma Jax has his new girlfriend, and he's been taking these beautiful pictures of his new girlfriend all over his social media. And you know, Tanzanians have a bit to say about it. They're feeling some type of way.
Yes.
But Vanessa Mdi seems to be doing very well solo. She's booked and busy.
Turns out. But, I mean, that's what we see, and that's what she really wants us to believe.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this thing of, I don't know. Like,
Anyway.
people are saying Jax is doing that just to come at her, and other guys are like, just let Mdi do her thing, you know, like she's checking and,
I don't know. I'm just like, let people go through their breakups, how they'll go through them. That's on them. Did you see one of the Smiths celebrate their birthday?
I know, Janet turned 21, guys. And because he's actually a really, you know, open-minded, very responsible.
Very philanthropic as well.
Yes, he did celebrate his 21st birthday with his family. How many of you all would turn the legal age and celebrate with your families?
Just with his family. It was really
Just
intimate and
family.
really
It was really
sweet.
cute.
But then again, I would totally celebrate just with my family if my family was Willow Smith, Will Smith, and Jada Pinkett Smith. Who else am I? What do you mean?
I apologize for your family, but she loves you guys as well. Anyway, guys, we have to get on to the topic of the day. And this is where we need you guys to join in. Use the hashtag KTN Life and Style, and you can tweet us, you can comment on our KTN Life and Style Facebook and Instagram pages, and let us know exactly what you think on our main topic of the day, which is...
Our main topic of the day is, what do you think about co-workers, romantic relationships? Would you date
your boss?
Your co-worker? Your boss? Whoa, babe,
To be precise, just to paint an image. Just to paint an image,
but
guys.
Yes.
Yeah, would you date your co-worker? Would you date your desk mate at work? Would you date, just to paint a picture? You get
somebody
what I'm saying,
even just within the same company.
Yeah. So just to contribute to this conversation, let's see what people on the streets had to say. While at it, remember to use the hashtag Cate in Life and Style and tweet us exactly what you think on this main topic.
I think relationships between co-workers can work, but depending on how professional or how they're able to balance their work and personal lives. So if there's an issue in the relationship, it shouldn't stretch towards their work.
Basically, I believe if it's out to pay the bills and to make ends meet, that shouldn't be a factor.
Welcome back, guys. It was a tiny, short, little vox pop, little break for you guys to see what people's thoughts are on what it means to be in a relationship with your coworkers. What do people think about it? So now we are with our fantastic guests, Cate and Kirwa. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Yeah?
How are you?
I'm good. It's a good Wednesday morning. I woke up with psych. Woke up early. You know, as you wake up when it's still dark. So did you today, come out here?
Well, today I had to wake up at 4.
Yes.
4 a.m. to be here.
To the madness.
Yeah.
But you're here and you look great. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, Chris.
Hi. As we are team dress up.
Oh yeah, I can see.
We got the memo, guys.
Got
We got the
memo.
memo. You guys not so much, but you're looking cute.
Yeah.
Paintings on studio, yeah?
It's not cold on that side.
It's not.
Yes, yeah.
The heating is just on this section.
Yeah.
So, special request, you guys. You need to know people who to talk to.
Susan, we are sorry. We are very sorry. So guys, we have our main question, our main topic of the day. Do you guys believe in co-workers relationships? Maybe just to spearhead that, you could tell us what your relationship is, in case you all don't already know.
Yes.
I mean, they're not new to this scenery, yeah? But maybe you could just explain to us and then get on to the main topic of the day.
Do we think it's practically possible? Do we think it works? Do we think, do we encourage it? We will be very biased because that's what we are living. We are living that life.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think it depends on how you look at it. But I have one thing that I always say. There is no designated zone in any part of the county in this country that is written relationship here. So don't have a relationship elsewhere. Don't interact with anybody elsewhere. This is a zone. We don't have zones where we go and interact with her, with you. It's where you meet someone.
Right.
So that's my first take.
Okay.
We have no zones for relationships. They can happen anywhere.
That sounds like a free-spirited person's point of view, yes?
Yeah.
No boundaries, we're just letting it flow. If we meet at work and we kick it, why not?
Yeah, where you meet the one is where you meet the one.
Yes. What do you think?
Wow, interesting. Well, first I'm Cate Kirwa. We run a company called Cate Chris. We work together, he's my husband. So how did we meet? Well, we didn't meet at work, per se. But I'd gone to audition for Miss World Kenya. Then he was the one running the production.
Okay.
Instead of focusing on running the production, he auditioned me for the catwalk and for himself.
Oh, okay. That was smart.
I did two
auditions.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I said we'll be a bit biased on this because I saw and I decided there seems to be like there is a future here.
Right.
Of course, she took off for 2 years before she finally
Said yes?
yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. 2 years?
2 years vanished.
Wow. What a way to make someone run for the rest of their
You know what
lives.
I mean?
Yeah, but that's a really beautiful story. Yeah. So initially you guys actually met at work.
Yeah, we met at work.
So 2 years later, what made you change your mind?
Yeah, what made the difference?
Yeah, let her answer that.
I mean, you did the waiting.
So the next time we also meet at work. I'd gone for another audition, now this time for Samantha's bridal fashion show.
All right.
So once after we did the auditions, he put his point clear that he wanted us to have a long-term relationship. And of course, he didn't take chances. The last time he took a chance, it took 2 years. So
Would have taken 4.
He was like, clear.
She's not telling you the real
The
story.
story.
yes, the storyteller is
Give
here.
us the tea.
The second time I met her, I told her, now,
Yeah.
let's look at this. So whatever we are going to do between now and until when you decide it's going to be serious, I'm interested in marrying you. First day. That's what I told her. Now you go process it, decide, but that's where we are heading. So it's up to you now. That's what I told her. Because I knew after the 2 years, I better be clear. So if I can't wait another 2 years. So that's how it is. Were we dating at the workplace? Yes, because our job is events. So obviously, but we hid it. We didn't show people. When we started the relationship, nobody knew, not even our closest friends. They were actually very surprised when later we told them, guess what? We are actually dating.
Yeah.
It was a surprise. They all came for lunch just to confirm it's
That
actually
it's
happening.
Yeah.
Is it a decision when you guys decided to keep your relationship under wraps at first, and I'm guessing focus on work, at least when you're
Yeah.
publicly working,
Yeah.
was it a decision you both actively made together, or you just kind of both kept it secret? Like, how did it work?
Kate, I think first and foremost, the truth is relationship at work will definitely cause a bit of ripples. It will destabilize and reconfigure the work setting.
Right.
Because now people will start viewing you as a couple and not as a workmate.
That's true.
Other people, and you know, in a workplace like this, maybe somebody is admiring you, but they've never been able to say. But me, who is bold enough, I approach you and you say yes. This guy who didn't, the cameraman there, will not like me at all. You understand that? So that will happen
Right.
at workplace. So there is that time. It can be endless, by the way. You can be hated forever, or you can be accepted after some time. Of course, there will be those who will accept the relationship very fast,
Really fast.
Yeah.
because they don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But those who probably were interested with you are not going to take it
They
kindly.
won't take it kindly.
Yeah. So there is that. There is it's a tricky balance.
Yeah.
I can't say it's easy. It's a tricky balance. In our case, maybe it was a bit easier, because probably from there we were now dating but running events.
Yes.
But I was still employed at some point. Of course, now that we were not working with her.
Yeah.
Now we work with her.
Right.
But if you're working in an office, in a production studio like here, it can be very tricky. That's what I think.
And I feel, especially for the employed people, it's
Yeah.
like you have to prove to your boss that you guys are serious at work, and you're really just not looking forward to just seeing each other every day.
Yeah.
You know, because you guys are,
And not actually achieving anything.
I feel like that would be really tricky.
Yeah,
that's
true.
crazy. How did you guys go about that?
Well, like
Do you feel
said,
like you had to work 10 times more?
No, like you said, we never met at an organization at our workplace. Ours was just an event which was like for a period of 1 month. Then after that, he went back to his employment. I was doing business. But after some time, maybe 2-3 years, we decided now to form our own company. Now work together as a couple in our business. But we didn't like meet in an organization.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in an office, no.
But I think let's bring this up, and I think you're alluding to it at some point. If you're dating your boss, that is the trickiest
Situation.
situation ever. The hate I was talking about will be double,
That's
Right.
true.
because now you're dating your boss.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to behave in a boardroom meeting while you are dating your boss? And now at this particular point, people probably know. It's a very tricky balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it can be, whoever is junior in the relationship will get a lot of hard time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
not
there's
easy.
more people
Yeah, there's more
on
people.
your level.
You know,
Yeah.
if I'm the boss, of course you will not dare say anything.
Right.
But so anything you do, anything you say, anything you attempt to do will always be viewed through
Yeah.
the relationship.
Yeah, whether you're having favoritism
Yes,
or
yeah.
not.
That is so sad.
It's
yeah?
very crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I can survive that.
As the boss or as the person dating the boss?
I think both of us,
Yeah.
both,
Yeah.
at
It's
both levels.
complicated, yeah.
Because it's so complicated for the boss, because he's trying to, maybe he's sounding very serious, addressing a boardroom meeting.
Yeah.
But guys are just like, because probably yesterday we posted a picture with her,
Oh, yeah.
like Russia or somewhere.
Yeah.
They're saying,
So people aren't even listening to what you're
That's
saying.
true.
Yeah, it's true.
They just
Yeah,
criticize.
so it's not easy.
Yeah.
And
Again,
those who, those in it,
Power to you guys and all the best.
yeah.
As employers now, because you're running the business together,
Yes.
how do you deal with with your employees'
Who are
relationships?
dating.
Like what? Because then that's also like, now from that side, it's a different perspective, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you think about it? Is it something you would encourage, something you wouldn't want to even know about?
It's quite tricky.
Yeah. I feel like we'll be using that
But
word
they
the whole
have-
of
they
this
have-
show.
Tricky.
But they have
It's
to-
tricky.
There's a thin line.
There have to be, that's why most of the times you find when people start dating at a workplace, one of them has to leave. Most
Right.
of the
Wow.
time.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
It happens.
By the end of the day, one of them will have to leave. But I think it's workable. It depends with your principles. They need to
Yes.
have very strong,
Strong.
and also your team, the whole team.
Mm.
Yeah, because it has to be a teamwork.
Yeah.
But most of the time, one person has to leave.
Eventually just
Yeah,
has to go.
eventually, yeah.
So since you guys have been at it for a minute, yeah, working together, being husband and wife even, yeah, do you guys get bored of seeing each other every day?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
at the risk of sleeping in the car tonight.
It depends on how you answer this.
I answer this one. The truth is, there comes a time you need me time. And start at basic things like, from here, we will enter the same car, we will go eat lunch together, then we'll go office together, and we'll drive back home together, then we'll be at home together. And you do that for a month, you will reach a point you want your me time.
Yes.
So then you reach a point now and start thinking, okay, first and foremost, how do I have this me time without her necessarily feeling I don't want to be with her? And the same applies to her. There's a time maybe she wants to just have her time. So over years, we didn't discuss it per se. I can't say we ever discussed it. Somehow it started falling into place. So I'll say, mimi nataka kwenda maybe kunyolewa,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or I want you to go do what. We ended up now, you have to have your car, I have to have mine. So then it's easier for her to go where she's going.
Right.
It's easier for me. But even if the cars were not there, it means at times pandemic was very different. You know, just to be. So there reaches that time where you need to give yourself time to miss her.
Yeah. Oh, that's, yeah. Oh, so cute.
So,
You just
and
need
then
to
it's
break
different from us. Sometimes we just want time alone. You know, men can zone off to what we call a nothing box. I'm not thinking of anything. I'm just seated here and I'm thinking of absolutely nothing. You guys cannot be there. Like now, you guys are doing this interview, but maybe you're planning things at home, how they will go. Even planning what you will wear on Saturday. You guys can multitask like that.
Yeah.
We can't. So then it becomes a bit tricky. So, and then mentorship helps. I think we went to a lot of mentorship.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah. Mentorship helps. So we
Yeah.
did a lot of that,
Yeah.
where they break down who she is, who I am. Boy child, girl child. What is it that ticks her off? What is it that makes her happy? What is
Yes.
it that ticks me off? What is it that makes me happy? So then we understand each other that way. Yeah. It's,
You're not sleeping in the car.
Yeah. You nailed it.
It has been said live on TV.
He is safe, guys. He is very safe. That's very interesting. I'm thinking, since now you guys have been through it for so many years, you guys now own a company together, and you know how these relationships go. If you had people working for you, your employees, and you know they're in a relationship, or maybe they just aren't, but there are chances
They're
that there
almost-
could be,
Yeah.
Would you consider offering maybe mentorship classes or like
Some
programs
advice.
just to, you know, advise people on how to go about it?
Yeah, I would consider. I would definitely advise them on how to go about it, because they need to separate work time and their own time. They can't mix the two, and they can't bring on their own emotions to work. So yeah, I would consider advising them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they need to have a perfect balance
Yeah.
between their relationship and their work.
And their work.
Yeah.
You mentioned having very strong principles, especially when you're with somebody in both settings. Could you give us like a snippet of what exactly that would look like for somebody who's watching us and is trying to figure it out with their partner right now?
Yeah.
How do you
What
go about
principles are
discussing
these
those
with them?
principles and setting them?
I think number one, you have to discuss it, and you have to know that.
Could you put
It-
the mic closer? Yeah.
Yeah, you have to discuss it. And anytime you are now deciding to enter into a relationship in a work environment, you know, like I said, it will result to both things, both hate, both people will even decide to form a WhatsApp group to discuss you guys.
Yeah.
So you have a WhatsApp, you have a WhatsApp group for discussing, which you are not included in it. So you need to sit down, and then you need to know, how do we actually survive it?
Yeah.
How do we survive this? And then you need to have short-term plans, which is now how to survive. And like Kate said, maybe you start, if you think it cannot work based on what you see, then you need to start thinking of exit strat for one of you. If it's a large organization, then you could request for transfer to another
Different department.
department
different
or
building.
section,
Yeah.
or even if it's within the same town but different branches. You know, so you have to think like that. So it's not easy,
Yeah.
really. It's the hardest thing ever.
Okay. Well,
This is crazy.
At
I
the
know.
level of me now, and it's my workers, it's my responsibility to be able to call them and tell them, okay, guys, we support your relationship, but for you to survive, then now you give them advice of what you
Yes.
think
Yeah.
Yeah.
can help.
Yeah.
And it's and I think this I can talk to to whoever owns a company, or you are the boss of someone, of two people who are dating. Please find time to be able to encourage them. Don't join the group of condemning them or
Yes.
ignoring them.
yeah.
Like I said, there are no zones where people go to meet.
Where people
People
can have
meet everywhere.
relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can have a relationship anywhere.
Yes.
So, guys, is that what you think? Do you think the same as Chris and Kate, where there's no zones in a relationship? You can meet the one, if you believe in the one, anywhere, or are you staunch on no relationships at work? Keep messaging us. Tweet us using hashtag KTN Life and Style, or message our Facebook page, which is also KTN Life and Style. We're going to take a tiny little break, and we will be right back.